Hey, what's going on, everybody? Echo Side Fiend here, back once again, coming at you on a Tuesday morning. Technically, I should be at work right now, but I took the day off. I took it off a while ago. I took a vacation day. I put in for it a few months back because last night I was actually supposed to go to the Intersection Concert Lounge right here in Grand Rapids. I was supposed to see Fozzy, of course, Chris Jericho's band. Me and my buddy Jordan were going to go. My friends Dan and Shannon were going to come down and hang out. But the concert got canceled. I kept the day off anyway because I got plenty of vacation that I still need to use. So, but the concert got canceled. It is rescheduled. But if you follow wrestling at all, if you're a Chris Jericho fan, probably already know. But about a month and a half ago, he got a throat injury in a wrestling match. A throat injury of all things, just a little while before he's going to be going on tour. But when Fozzy announced that they had to cancel the first 2 weeks of the tour, they did say everything's healing fine. He's been on TV. He's done promos and stuff. He clearly can talk okay. But his doctor said, with the strain of singing, the strain it puts on your vocal cords, they recommended having a couple extra weeks for it to heal fully before they go out on their tour. So the concert is rescheduled. It's rescheduled to next year in April, also on a Monday. So I'm going to have to get that Tuesday off. Even if I can't, I'll just go to the concert anyway. But I would prefer to have the day off. So it turns out that the vacation calendar at my work goes up tomorrow at 5 in the morning for next year. And it's my supervisor who handles it now. I have Wednesdays off, so I'm going to get up tomorrow about 3 in the morning. I'm going to drive into work. I don't have to work, so I'm just going to go in and stand outside his office at like 4 in the fucking morning. And he said he'll be in at 5. And I want to get my name on that day. And I also want to get the week previous to Halloween off because about 3 weeks ago, they announced that they were going to be letting each of us in the service department pick a week of vacation. And that's 4 days because we only work 4 days a week. So you could pick 4 days anywhere you want on the calendar. It didn't have to be all in a row. You could do one here, whatever, or a week or whatever. They're going to do it in seniority for this would be like a pre-pick, so to speak. And I'm number 3 in seniority. So it went, this guy, Sean, is number 1, then Brian, who are our siblings, and then me. So I was out running my route. It was actually on a Tuesday. And my supervisor called me and he's like, hey, what days off do you want for your pre-pick? And so I picked, of course, the week of Halloween, whatever days that falls on. I forget exactly. But so I've got the week of Halloween, but I usually take 2 weeks off. So I want the week previous. So I want to get my name on there. And then also in that pre-pick thing, someone has their name on that day that I need off for the Fozzy reschedule. So we can have 2 drivers off, and then once there's 2 drivers on there, they lock it out. So I wouldn't be able to get it if somebody else gets their name on there. Again, I'll just go anyway because I have the ticket already. I'll just go, but I don't want to have to get up in the morning, the night after or the morning after a concert. So I'm gonna get up nice and early to get in and get that taken care of, and then I can just come home and go back to bed. But like I said, most importantly, I already have next year off for Hallowicked, so I'm good to go. I just like having the week previous. I do all my fun stuff in there, and I've talked about all that before. But Halloween is obviously the most important. And speaking of Halloween and Hallowicked, of course, last night, this is the main thing we're going to talk about. Last night, ICP announced the details for this year's Hallowicked. So I'm really glad they didn't wait till right up until the last minute like they did last year. I will cut them some slack. I know last year was a little bit weird as things were getting a little more back to normal. Of course, there's any number of reasons that could have happened, and so they announced it last night, and we're gonna go over that right now. So I'm gonna throw up the flyer there because this is a really cool flyer. I'm guessing that this is a Tom Wood art. I don't see his name on here anywhere. I've looked, unless I'm looking right at it and just don't see it. I don't see his signature like he usually does. Maybe it's kind of hidden in there somewhere. Or maybe it's not him. I don't know. But it looks like his style of work. But this is a really fucking cool flyer. Obviously, as you can see, it's inspired by Warriors, the movie Warriors, the old classic, which oddly enough, I just watched like a couple months ago. I was just looking for something to watch, and my roommate has it. And I just saw it on her DVD rack out there. I'm like, no shit, she's got the Warriors? So I watched that. I've seen it before, but it had been a long time. But just kind of weird that I watched it for the first time in years just a couple months ago, and now they have this flyer that looks like it. So, of course, we got the lineup listed there. Of course, without question, no need to even discuss it. ICP headlining Hallowicked, their event in their fucking city on their fucking holiday, as far as I'm concerned. So can't fucking wait. Hallowicked, like I've said, numerous times, more times than I can even count. Hallowicked is my favorite event of the year. It's the one thing I look forward to all year. As far as I'm concerned, as soon as we're leaving Detroit on November 1st, I'm already counting down the days to next year for Hallowicked. I fucking love it. I love the Halloween season in general, and I just can't fucking wait until October. I know it's kind of already getting halfway through September, so it's real close, but I can't fucking wait till October 1st. I fucking love it. So, continuing on, Fat Nick. I don't know anything about him other than that he was at the gathering this past summer. Otherwise, I know nothing about him. I'll check him out. I don't know if it'll be my style or not, but I'll definitely check him out. So Ouija Mac, always awesome seeing him. I've seen him live so many fucking times now because he just ends up being on all kinds of shows that I go to, and he always puts on a great show. And like I've talked about before, I met him at his merch stand one time, and he fucking recognized me from YouTube, so that was really cool. He's the only one that's happened to me so far, so that's definitely cool. Of course, what else we got? This one is the one I'm most excited about, besides, of course, the Wicked Clowns. Horror. I have not seen them live before at all, and I've listened to all their albums on Spotify. Um, I don't want to say I've been following them for a long time, but I don't even remember how I came across them. I feel like maybe Fago Lovers wrote an article about them or something, and I ended up checking them out, and they're fucking awesome. They're literally like punk rock, but like with horror rap. You know, like the dudes are straight up punk rock. You look them up online, and they're wearing like DRI shirts and Bad Religion shirts, and I saw one where a guy was wearing a Descendants hoodie and stuff, and they're like literally punk rockers. And if I am remembering this right, their current drummer was the drummer in Black Flag for a while, and he's the current drummer of Marilyn Manson. I think I saw that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was him. When I was just looking him up one time, and I remember him. It had just been announced that he was joining Marilyn Manson. This drummer, it's Brandon something. I forget what his last name is, but and then of course Mikey Clark. I don't believe I've ever seen him do a solo set. I've seen him with ICP, DJing for ICP a few times, but I don't believe I've ever seen a solo set of Mike Clark. So that will definitely be fucking cool. Definitely can't wait for that. And then this must be, the doors are at 3, so I'm guessing all this other stuff is probably leading up to the concert. We got JCW's Electrified Cage Deathmatch Fury. That'll be probably pretty cool. I don't know if I'll make it in time to see that, but I'll definitely try. So JCW is always fun. I've seen quite a bit of their live shows. So and then the World's Most Dangerous Stunt Show. I don't know obviously a stunt show, but I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's somebody famous. Maybe it's a superhuman or something. I don't know. It doesn't say. I'm guessing that's before JCW and then the concert after that. So, all right. So, of course, obviously, Monday, October 31st, 2022. It's also hosted by Clownvis. And it is at Harpo's, which is a pretty cool place. I've been there quite a few times. They've done a few Hallowickeds there. The very first Hallowicked I went to in 1998 was at Harpo's. And they've done at least one other Hallowicked there. I feel like 2 in recent years. They may have done some before that, before I was at 98. I don't know if a few of the first few were there maybe, but they've done at least one other one in recent years, and I feel like they've done 2. They also did the not the Riddle Box, Ringmaster. They did the Ringmaster show there. And they did the New Year's Eve show there. So I've seen ICP there quite a few times. And I've been there for other shows too. I've seen Clutch there. I saw Danzig there quite a few years ago. Clutch I just saw there mid 2000s. I've seen Clutch there a few times actually. But yeah, I've been there for a lot of other shows. Oh, I saw Bad Religion there one time. So yeah, I've been there, I'm going to say probably 10, 12 times or so. It's a good venue. It is old. I know it gets a lot of flack because it is old and kind of run down. It has been, the last time I was there for that New Year's Eve show, though, it definitely has been refurbished quite a bit. Not remodeled, so to speak, but refurbished. So it's not too bad. My only complaint is they don't seem to care about people smoking in there, which is a little bit annoying as a non-smoker, but whatever. Um, so yeah, as far as the venue itself, though, it's one of those venues where there's not really a bad spot in the house to see. At the New Year's Eve show, so if you're looking at the stage, I was standing at a bar that was just off to the left, and I just pretty much like leaned up on the bar like this. I was right at the end the whole night and can see right over the crowd, and you're looking right at the stage because like when you're in this like raised area, it's not a balcony, just kind of a raised floor. You're actually slightly above the stage, and then there's a couple steps that go down to another a little bit of a flat area, and then another couple steps down, and then it goes and it slopes down to the stage. um, so when you're on that flat area, you're slightly over the crowd, slightly above the stage, so you're looking kind of down like this. So it worked out great because I'm 45 now. I'm not going down on the floor to mosh pits or anything like that. And I know a lot of people that don't want to do that anyway, no matter what age they are. So this is one of those venues where it's got a pretty good setup, like no matter where you want to go or stand. So definitely, I'm fine with it being there. The area it's in isn't like the greatest. It's not like ghetto by any means, but it's just kind of a rundown old neighborhood. However, they do have security outside all night, and I'm talking like big beefy security guards too, not just like a door guy wandering around. These are security guards. And then they also have a security car, a marked security car, and there's a security guard driving, and he'll just like circle like the whole block and areas where people would be parking. Because to the best of my knowledge, I don't believe they really have their own parking lot. They might, and I'm just not aware of it. But the few times I've been there, we've just found like lots where somebody's just standing like, hey, $20, you can park here, like a lot for a store or something, and then the person who runs the store will just rent out the lot, stuff like that. They might have a lot that I'm just not aware of. Don't quote me on that 100%, but I remember the parking not being great. When me and Crazy McCormick went there for the New Year's Eve show, we ended up just kind of on this little side street that runs right alongside the venue, but it just looks like a back, like dirt parking lot. And they were allowing you to park back there. I mean, the security was driving around back there and stuff, but it was just kind of weird. It was like not really a concert venue type of parking lot. Again, there might be one somewhere else that I'm just not aware of, but regardless, there is parking in the area. It's just kind of a little tricky. So, but overall, I think it'll be cool being there again. Like I said, I've been there numerous times. It's a good enough venue, and it's very Detroit. It's a very Detroit venue. It really feels, if this makes sense, it feels like the type of venue ICP should play in. You know what I mean? Like just not anything rude or mean towards either them or the venue. It just feels like a Detroit venue that a Detroit band like ICP would play in, and especially on Halloween, So overall, I think it'll be a good show. So I'm perfectly happy with it being there. Price of the ticket, $125. I was pretty much expecting that. Obviously, with ICP not touring anymore or winding it down, they gotta bring in the money in another way, And I knew when they announced it, I figured the cost of their tickets would go up. I'm okay with it. I think they're worth it. So it's fine with me. I also make pretty good money. I don't have kids to take care of. The only responsibility I have is taking care of my cat who's sleeping right there, and obviously like my rent and stuff. But I mean, besides myself, I really only have my cat to take care of. So I know a lot of people out there have families, and it's not easy to just drop $125 on a ticket. I totally get that, but for me, it's not such a big deal. I did of course drop $100 on the Bloody Sunday ticket because I'm going to that too. So I can see where people are like, "Hey, shit, I bought that. I thought maybe the ticket for Hallowicked wouldn't be as expensive." I understand. I can understand if people are seeing this and pissed off about it. Me, I'm just kind of taking it in stride. But again, I understand my situation is different than a lot of other people, so I completely understand if people are mad that the ticket price is that expensive. But again, ICP is going to be needing to bring in money in other ways if they're not touring. That's just the way I'm looking at it. And so it's $125. It is what it is. So the tickets go on sale today. As I'm recording this, it's about 11:30. So they go on sale at noon. I will be posting this a little bit later today, so the tickets will have already been on sale. So I'll have mine. I'll be buying mine right at noon. But I feel like this is a venue that could sell out. So if you are planning on going, I would grab a ticket sooner rather than later. I don't think this will sell out unless they're limiting tickets to like 1,000, which it doesn't say that. So, but if they are limiting tickets, it could be. But it's a pretty good sized venue, so I think they'll be letting tickets just go for that. So, but it could, obviously, again with ICP winding things down for their tours, I can see people who maybe aren't even like super into ICP, like, well, I do want to go see a Hallowicked and I want to see them play. So anyone planning on going, I would do your best to get a ticket sooner rather than later. So other thing here that I do have to bring up, this actually kind of fucking annoys me. So, but regardless, it says free new spooky ICP CD for painted faces. Okay, I don't fucking paint my face. I never have, and I never will. I'm still not even gonna do it to get the fucking CD. It's just not my thing. I understand people like to, and that's fine. There's nothing against anybody who paints their face. I see a lot of creative stuff when I go to shows. I see a lot of creative designs, and some people really like it. It goes with their identity as a juggalo, and that's totally fine. But for me, coming from the punk scene and the metal scene, the skateboarding scene, and then finding ICP and falling into the juggalo scene, well, I came from a whole different place, and it just wasn't my thing. It never has been. One of the very early times I went to see ICP, went to my buddies, were, oh, we're going to paint our faces here. Here's your face. I'm like, nope, I'm good, And so I rolled down to Kalamazoo with three people, three other people, all with their faces painted and me not. And it's just not my thing. And I will point out, even though I was just defending the price, if they are going to charge that much, I think that the CD should just come with it. If I've spent $125 on a ticket and $100 from the night previous, I think you should just get a fucking CD when you walk in. And again, I am completely understanding of their financial situation, any kind of stuff like that, with them not touring as much. But $125, I think that should just include the CD, whether you fucking painted your face or not. Because I will not be painting my face. I'll figure out something. But I'm already kind of hassling my friend Ivory, because her and her boyfriend will both, or her husband now, they'll both be going, and they always dress up, so they'll both be getting a CD. They don't need two of those. Come on, toss one of those my way, all right? So, regardless, I hope they change that, because I am not changing my stance on it. I will not be painting my face. Props to everybody who does. More power to you if you want to, but I will not be. So, I'm really hoping I still get a CD. But, well, that's about the whole flyer there. So, yeah, as always, I'm so excited for Hallowicked. I'm glad they announced it somewhat early, just so we can kind of prepare for it. But yeah, that's going to be a great year this year. I already got my ticket for Bloody Sunday. I still am going to try to pop into Fright Fest, like I was talking about in the video that I talked about Bloody Sunday. I'm still going to probably grab a grab a ticket, and just pop into Fright Fest for a while, because I want to say that I was there. That's for how many years now? Probably 10 years. Has been my tradition of Fright Fest and Hallowicked. So I still want to try to pop in there, and I still want to support all of them. Buying a ticket, even if I don't catch Twisted, just going in and catching a few of them will still be supporting them, because as I've stated, and as I've always made it clear, I still support both labels. I have no problem with Twisted. They're still one of my favorite bands, and that's just the long and the short of it. So, but anyway, man, I can't wait for this year to get here. I can't wait for October to get here. I know we're already halfway through September, but October still just feels so far away, because I love it. I love this time of year. I love Halloween. I know I've gone over it 1,000 times. I don't need to deep dive into it here. This is my favorite fucking time of year, though. And every year, I'm just counting down the days, especially after we leave Hallowicked on November 1st. As far as I'm concerned, I'm counting down to October 1st, let's say, of the next year, just because I love the month of October. And then, of course, it all leads up to Hallowicked. And being out there with all my Juggalo homies, and just being out there in Detroit, and seeing ICP and Twisted. Hopefully I'll try to catch this year still, but just being out there with all the Juggalo acts that are out there, and all my Juggalo friends, homies, acquaintances, even people I don't know. I fucking love it. and I can't fucking wait to get out there again. So, well, before I just start rambling like I always do, let's just go ahead and wrap this up. So, as always, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting. This is Ecocide Fiend, and I will catch you in the next one. Too sweet.